The October the 7th deadline for the evacuation of Gaza City is an act of political theatre laced with lethal consequences. The symbolism is not subtle. 2 years to the day after Hamas's 2023 massacre, Benjamin Netanyahu's government is marking the anniversary not with reconciliation but with a military ultimatum to 1 million people. It's meant as an assertion of control, a reminder of Israeli resilience, and a domestic political gambit. But for those inside Gaza, the deadline is less a date than a sentence, and a sentence without a place to serve it. Where exactly are these people meant to go? The south is already overcrowded, racked by famine, disease, and violence. Humanitarian agencies warn there's no infrastructure to absorb another mass influx. Telling civilians to move south is functionally ordering them into destitution or death, with no guarantee of safety, no medical provision, no secure shelter. As one Gazan put it, do we throw ourselves into the sea? That's not hyperbole. It's the grim geography of the Strip. The deadline is also a logistical fantasy. Moving close to 1 million people through bomb-damaged roads in under 2 months would require coordinated humanitarian corridors, huge food reserves, and safe zones, none of which exist. It presumes order in chaos, but the reality is chaos in chaos. Aid airdrops are already killing people in stampedes or by the sheer weight of falling packages. International reaction reflects the dissonance between Israel's stated aims and the plan's probable consequences. Keir Starmer, joined by Germany's Friedrich Merz and the UN human rights chief, has condemned the escalation as a recipe for bloodshed, not peace. And Starmer is also navigating the optics of Israeli settlers assaulting Palestinians in the West Bank, even as this Gaza operation is announced, a juxtaposition that undermines Israeli claims to be acting purely for security. Israel has unleashed the devil. And inside Israel, even senior figures such as the IDF chief, Lieutenant General Eyal Zamir, and opposition leader Yair Lapid, warn this is a trap, militarily costly, diplomatically ruinous, and possibly fatal for the remaining hostages. Yet Netanyahu presses ahead, buoyed by ultra-nationalist ministers, more thugs, whose vision includes the erasure of a Palestinian state. No, I think we're getting very close to the point at which we can say legally this is a genocide. I'm not sure we're absolutely there, but with Netanyahu planning to erase Gaza City, that comes very close to a definition of genocide from the top. There's no question at all that genocidal language has been used by Itamar Ben Gvir and by Smotrich. But whether it's been used by Netanyahu thus far absolutely is not that clear, and it's compounded the difficulty in establishing genocide absolutely lies in the fact that the soldiers have been given strict instructions to avoid civilian deaths. Now, the fact that many civilian deaths have occurred is an entirely different matter. The directions, the written directions, are clear. But this takes this to an entirely different level, I think. And the symbolism of the date is double-edged. For Netanyahu's supporters, it's the day to reclaim honour. For the rest of the world and for Palestinians, it risks becoming an anniversary not of Israel's recovery, but of an act of mass displacement, seen as ethnic cleansing and genocide in slow motion. October the 7th, 2025 is being cast as a deadline which will eclipse the horror of October the 27th, of October the 7th, 2023. In reality, it will be remembered as the point at which the military symbolism finally overwhelmed humanitarian reality, and when the question, where do they go, was met with no credible answer at all. This is the gates of hell, and Netanyahu is personally opening them. The land of Dis, the city of Dis. And we gaze at the starvation, the despair, and the lack of hope. This is not humanity. And I hope reason... I don't hope reason can prevail, because I think we've gone beyond reason. I hope emotion can prevail, and that Netanyahu can think again, because this is madness. And only an appeal to human emotion, I think, is it's the final appeal to human emotion and to a sense of empathy with a people that has been destroyed. I think now is the time to negotiate, to arrange for Hamas to leave, to establish a state of Palestine, and for Israel to roll its sleeves up and start repairing the damage, and hope that it can repair the souls of these people.